Hello everyone, this is my Porsche Boxster 3.2S. It's a 2000 model, 133,500-ish miles, and it's a car that I'm going to sell. I don't need to sell it, I don't want to sell it, but it kind of makes sense to sell it. I will be a bit heartbroken, to say the least, but you know, it's feeling a bit tired in places. I've just bought a new model. It's time for this to go, probably. So it's a nice looking car. If you stand back here, it looks $1 million. The private plate won't be coming with the car, by the way. It will be going onto a W reg plate. I'll try and post details of that in the main advert. So it's Arctic silver with red leather interior, red carpets and all the rest of it, 18-inch alloys. It's a slightly unusual, this one, because on the face of it, it's an old Boxster 3.2S, slightly tired bodywork in places, which I'm going to show you in a second. But if you read the advert, you'll see that I have spent an absolute fortune over this last year or so on engine bits and pieces. We actually had the engine out of the car, and while it was out, we ended up replacing the manifolds with stainless steel performance manifolds, new IMS bearing, new flywheel, new clutch, spark plug tubes and seals, water pump, spark plugs, coil packs, every seal, every Jubilee clip, anything that we could replace got replaced. New master cylinder, brake fluid, full coolant change, full service. It's ready to go. It's got a Toyo Performance stainless steel back box on it, along with the stainless steel manifolds. It sounds pretty outrageous, actually, absolutely fabulous. I will try and get a video of that. Let's have a little look inside. So the bill for this lot, I don't really want to think about it, but it is somewhere over 3,000 quid anyway. It was a lot of money, but at the time I was thinking I'm going to keep the car forever and a day. Quite nice inside, fairly standard as well actually. It's even got the original stereo in there. I've changed the speakers to MB Quartz items. Still not the best. Sound was never brilliant on these things. If I open the door, you'll see a little bit of wear. Hard to see in this light actually, but there is a little bit of wear on the driver's seat. No rips or tears or anything like that. A bit grubby in places. This was a car that was basically it was bought to be used rather than kind of polished and looked at. Roof is black mohair roof, the original one. It's in really nice condition. So let's look at the bad bits. So we've got things like a little bit of rust there. Same down here. So that is the driver's wheel arch area. Hard to see with the grass here, but there's a little bit of minor surface corrosion on where that sill meets the wing. There'll be the odd stone chip. Very weird inset there as well, but there you go. Yeah, a few stone chips here and there. There's a crack in the valance which has been repaired. If you can see that, I did that on the first day that I bought the car. I hit a hair and I was travelling at a fair old speed and cracked the valance. A few sort of cracks and craze marks on the bumper there. This is passenger side front wing. I don't know if you're going to see this, but there are some just little bits of corrosion under the paint. So passenger side front sill, just a bit scruffy. That sill's had some repairs in the past actually. It seems solid though. Not the neatest repair I've got to say, but it's solid. Same here where the sill meets the rear wheel arch. Bit of something there. We've got a good scrape on the rear bumper. That was me versus the wall, and the wall won. And then there's a tiny dent just above the rear lights there. So there's a few quid to spend. While we're talking about negative bits, what else does it need? So we've got, on the front, we've got reasonably recent, I think they are, Rain Sports, Uniroyal Rain Sport tyres. They're terrific. On the back, it's got Falcons, which I was told by the various forums, these are the bee's knees. I don't think they are really, and they're quite old now. They need changing. Talking about the back end, there's a couple of suspension components that are starting to creak and make some weird and wonderful noises, which to me, I think it needs a couple of suspension arms. I think I'm hearing, I may be wrong, but I think I'm also hearing a beginnings of a front wheel bearing. That's going to need changing. So there's money to spend on this car. You know, you can drive it away, you can enjoy it, you can do nothing to it. It will be fabulous, and you will enjoy it, because I have. It's been brilliant. But to bring it up to a good standard, it needs some more money thrown at it yet. So there you go. It's a good looking thing, to say the least. So I said, I should sell it. I'm not desperate to sell it. You can see the price in the advert. If I don't get the price, I'm going to keep it. I haven't told the wife that yet, but that's what's going to happen. I'll keep it and I will find a use for it. I've had this car for 18 years. I'm quite sentimentally attached to it, which is not ideal, but it is still an absolute blast to drive. And it looks, I still think it looks $1 million actually. I changed the headlights many years ago and got rid of the sort of orange indicators and all the rest of it, just to sort of modernise it a little bit. But there you go, not long been MOT'd, obviously been serviced recently. Read the list on the advert for the work that's been done, because I think that's its big selling point. But it's a nice thing. I think for the money it's a huge amount of car. There you go, thanks for watching.